front, 2 feet on the floor at the back, okay? And start by just lifting one leg up off the floor and make sure that you're balanced. And then pop that down and lift the other leg up. Make sure you can keep your balance. That leg down, lift one arm up, and you're balanced, and the other arm up, and you're balanced. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is lift up one arm and a leg, but we're doing right arm and left leg. Now take your hands and your feet, so instead of them being really wide, they're definitely shoulder width and hip width apart, so you haven't got a really wide base, it's nice and narrow. That makes your core work a little bit harder. Okay, take a deep breath in and extend your left heel away and your right arm away, thinking long rather than high. Hold that momentarily and then bring your arm and your leg down, and then do the same thing on the other side. So you can make this really hard by just really trying to make everything strong and long in this movement. You can just lift up and down, but you're not going to get as much worth from it if you just lift up and down. Whereas if you actually hold it in position, you can really feel your core working hard. Okay, let's just do 4 more. 3. 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely. And now have a dangle over your ball. Just sometimes you'll feel that your back's been working a little bit if your tummy's not firing quite as much as it could do. And so it's quite nice just to have a dangle over your ball. Okay. Now we're going to go into everybody's absolute worst exercise for women normally, and that's the press up. But if you do the press up on the ball, A, you can make it different, you can do various different types of press up, but B, your whole body weight's not going down through your wrists and your shoulders, because some of your body weight is taken by the ball. So we're going to start with a really easy press up. We're going to do some press up variations. I'd like you to come so that your thighs are on the ball and your knees are only just touching the ball, so you're in a nice easy position. And now I'd like you to have your hands as wide apart as your mat, so slightly wider than your shoulder width, okay? Keep your gaze down at the mat the whole time. Try not to look at me, because I'll try and give you directions that mean you're just listening. Now, take a bend in your elbows, keeping your elbows coming back towards the ball, not out to the sides. And lower yourself down until your forehead touches the ground, and then push up from there. Do 8 of those in your own time, slowly, lowering with your elbows coming back towards the ball, forehead touches the ground, and then you push back up again. Slowly and down, and then slowly coming back up. Nice wide arms, slowly down, and slowly up. And when you've done your 8, you rock back over the ball, take your hands off the floor, and just give yourself a little rest. Lovely. Good. So while you're resting, I'm going to show you the next one, because we're doing some different types of press up. The next one is a diamond press up, and this particularly focuses on your bingo rings, not that we've got them, but so that we don't get them. So I've taken my hands onto the floor in the position that we were just in, but you can see they're much narrower than the width of the mat. They're much narrower, they're shoulder width apart. And now if I turn my hands in, my forefingers can touch each other and my thumbs can touch each other. Actually, it's not a diamond, is it? And I've made a triangle with my thumbs and my forefingers. Now when I lower down, my elbows come out to the sides a little bit, but I'm working through my triceps at the back of my arms. So find that position and do a test 1 or 2. I don't know why you're testing it because it's horrible, I know. But find that position, and then we're going to do 8 of these triangle press-ups. So you breathe out as you come down. You won't probably get your forehead to touch the ground this time. And then out as you come up. Breathe out and out to come up. So these are horrible. Anybody just starting recently, these are horrible for everybody, it's not just you. If we were in a live situation, I can promise you I'd be having multiple moanings. But as the summer is coming back at the weekend and the strappy tops are coming out, it makes sense to have strappy top arms. 2. And then last one. And rock back. Lovely, well done. Okay, and then the final thing we're going to do in this position is a thing called a change up. Now, the reason we do all of these exercises forwards on your hands is because we're doing resistance exercise, which increases your bone strength. So yes, we want our shoulders and our arms and our muscles to look toned, but we're trying to increase our own bone density, because we do that naturally with all our running and walking, with your resistance exercise going through your feet and your legs and your knees, but we also need to work on your upper body resistance and bone strength too. So we're going to do a change up. Come back into that nice, easy, wide-handed position that you were in right at the beginning. And then what we're going to do is lift the right hand and put your forearm on the floor. Lift your left hand and put your forearm on the floor. Lift your forearm, put your hands on and push up. So instead of it being a collapse, which is what sometimes people do, it's a conscious up, down and up and down. Now those of you who are a bit more comfortable in this position, you're confident and you want to work a little bit harder, you can now come forwards on your ball so your knees are in the centre of the ball. That makes this exercise a lot harder. The final thing to note is that you're going to go down with the right hand the first time, and then you're going to go down with the left hand the second time, so you don't go home wonky. So we need you to work both sides. If you've already started doing 8, that's fantastic. If you haven't, we'll start now, and those of you who've already started, you can either do extra or watch. So down and up and up, down and up and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, with a smile, is 8. And then come back. Well done. Good. Come into a kneeling position, put both hands on the ball, and just have a lovely stretch forwards of your arms. Good. Okay, before we completely come away from forwardy stuff over the ball, I'm going to take you on to the first of our true ab exercises. It's called the Hoover. And this is when we're over the ball, but rather than having your hands on the floor, you've got your forearms on the floor. And again, you can make this exercise easier or harder. So I'll show you first of all. Some of you know exactly what's coming. So with the Hoover, you come on top of the ball, but you come down onto your forearms. Now, I like to have my hands touching together and my elbows a little bit wider. You can, if you want to, have them parallel. If you've got tight shoulders, sometimes that picks up in your shoulders and you're not able to concentrate. And I've had a bit of dodgy shoulders, so for me it's an adaptation. Now, I'm then going to take my feet and my knees so that they are together. And you can see I'm in one long line. And now all I do is straighten my arms slightly, push my feet away, and then come back. And so this works, A, the back of your shoulder, but also it's a core exercise because it's a moving plank. And again, when you get into your position, you're going to do 8 of these, pushing forwards and backwards. Now we want to make sure you're not dipping